What is going on, guys and girls? How are you doing today? Single roleplay here once again. Today I'm gonna show you guys the first look at the Lost Ark demo that has just been released. In case you don't know, Lost Ark has been signed with the company called Mail.ru in Russia and has been officially licensed to play. They just released the demo yesterday. It's the official demo, no VPN bullshit, no patches, no silly things to play the game. You just go into official client and download and play the game. That's about it. The client is about 27 gigs and I expected a pretty massive game, but it has been listed as a demo. What we have there is very limited gameplay. It's about 30 minutes of actual action there, and plenty of the time occupied by cinematics, so the actual things happening is not lasting very long. There is 4 classes in the game that you can play, and the game demo gives you like fully decked level 50 character already selected master class, which is the Berserk, avatar and mechanics and all that stuff. There's 4 classes, basically the bard, the warrior, kind of the gun guy, the gunner, and then there's also the monk, which is like monk from Double Free. I won't bore you down with all the shit within the game. I just gave you guys the basic feelings, first look, what I feel about the game so far, how does it look, how does it play. If you haven't touched this game just like me, because I haven't played the Korean version, I haven't tried it before, this is like first fresh unbiased thoughts on the Lost Ark on the official server, guys. So first of all, what I like about the game is it looks really good. I was kind of thought it would look somewhat mind-blowing, but it just does look good. But I would say it doesn't look better than Diablo 3, because Diablo 3 is a 6 years old game, but it still does look pretty good, polished, AA+, made by Blizzard, you know. And this game actually looks pretty detailed, but at the same time there are some very low poly graphics out there, especially on the outfit of the characters. When you start creating the character, you can zoom in pretty heavily and to see what kind of textures are there, and this pretty much low poly textures. I'm not sure if it's only for the demo, but so far it looked pretty strange. The faces, and the hair, everything looks amazing. The skin and the animations of the characters looked pretty damn good. Another thing that I like is this kind of scale of what is happening. We only have one kind of mission to play, which is about, like I said, 30 minutes, but it looks very dramatic, cinematic, massive, and the visuals are pretty stunning. That's very good, I would say. The gameplay reminded me actually of Dungeon Siege 2. It's an old game, but it still does justice, I would say, and it actually reminded me a lot of Dungeon Siege 2, guys, Lost Ark. So, like I said, what I like is the visuals, definitely, and the whole feeling of something important happening. Now about the bad things, the cons actually. What I didn't like, I absolutely didn't like the skill system. I think it really sucks. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of MMO background. I haven't played a lot of MMOs in the past. I don't like MMOs. So I literally cannot really compare to other MMOs because I haven't played much, but every skill in the game is on cooldown, literally. Every attack skill is on fucking cooldown, which is ranging from 5 seconds to about 40 seconds. And literally there are even times where you don't have a skill to cast because they are all on cooldowns. And the skill tree is also pretty weird. It's very simple. Each skill has a very small skill tree which range from 1 to 40 points where you invest there. And basically it all separates into some damage, AoE, and kind of debuff, so it's pretty damn simple. I will explain later in detail, guys. I would not be explaining this in the game. It's just the first look. So what I didn't like is that all skills are on fucking cooldown, and this is pretty bad. The only thing that is not on cooldown is your auto attack, which is literally does no fucking damage whatsoever, and it's pretty useless, but it is the only thing that is not on cooldown, even though it's still kind of delayed. Everything is incredibly slow. Like, the pace of the game is just super fucking slow in my opinion. And here we come to another con of the game, which I believe is too much visuals, too much cinematic and theatrical components out there. I know that Koreans are kind of, like this shit, but honestly, to me, I am more of an action guy, which is mostly playing action RPGs. I'm not into cinematics that much, and this game is all about fucking cinematics and storyline as far as you can figure it out. The visuals are stunning, but everything takes forever. You literally need to do everything, like to act anything. Go there, press this button, take this, take that, press this button. The game guides you literally all the time. So one of the things that I didn't like is too much theatricalness, like I say. Everything takes too much time, even killing a bunch of enemies requires all kind of weird cutscenes out there. And it's not really an action RPG. I'll say like cinematic action RPG or a cinematic RPG of some kind. This is probably the con of the con. So far, like I said, the game is incredibly fresh. There's literally not much to play. It's some part of the game where you take part in the part of the castle assault, where you try to fight the castle back, which has been overtaken by your evil uncle, who of course have been possessed by some evil things. So it's very short. It's like 30 minutes, so not much to do. Aside from all of the classes that I like, another con which I want to talk about is definitely the range classes are, I think, pretty much superior than the range classes. I really like the gunner class, which is called like Mechanicus of some kind of engineer, who is basically using guns and turrets. Really badass. I didn't like the melee berserk guy because he's kind of a melee dumbass, very slow, not very tanky at the same time, was surprising. I really like the bard girl. She is really sweet, and surprisingly her stupid acoustic magic does interesting amount of damage. Also, I didn't like the monk. Not only she is a female, which is weird for the monk, and she ascends into a subclass called the Avatar, also very strange. The monk kind of sucked. It did literally no damage. Very fast, multiple attacks, but at the same time, hit like the little bee flying around and doing no damage. So I didn't like the melee classes so far. I think the ranged will still prevail. Just like in Path of Exile, the casters and the ranged characters will definitely prevail in this game so far. I really like the boss fights. I think bosses are really, really cool. They are massive. They do a lot of damage. They have a wide range of attacks, which are pretty damn hard to avoid. They're not entirely dumb bags of HP. I really enjoyed the boss fights, but they probably take too fucking long. I have a feeling that the game really emphasizes on boss fights more than on killing trash. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I really like the boss fights. I think they were truly magnificent, and combined with the cinematics and the storyline, it makes like a really good picture. The detail in the game with the minor things like this, weapons, all kind of different attacks, phases, I think it's really, really well done. And at the same time, it's quite easy to die if you do not look at your HP, because there is pretty massive boss damage. So even though like a level 50 character, I still died quite a couple of times because I didn't really see that I have some incoming attacks and stuff. So bosses are probably the pros of the game because they feel like actual bosses. They take fucking forever to kill. They are pretty damn tough, and they actually feel like boss and not like a pussy in Path of Exile or in Diablo 3. That's about it. That's about it, guys, for now. This is my first impressions of the Lost Ark demo. I want to summarize that it's very short, it's just about 30 minutes of footage, but the game will definitely grow, and there's PvP coming on 2nd June. They are opening the PvP arena, so we'll be checking out the game again on on the 2nd June, because I want to see how well it will be implemented, what kind of things people will be using, because we'll definitely will be playing the dummies for now, kind of, you know, fully decked out characters with predetermined skills and shit, predetermined gear. There are no actual characters, there is no actual gameplay right now, guys. This is just a demo where like just a bunch of fish in a can, basically doing nothing there. So check it out, and check out the stream for the 2nd June, because I will be checking out the PvP and where will be implemented. Mail.ru also holds a tournament on the 4th June where we can win some kind of weird prizes, from the gaming chairs to the keyboards and mouse pads and all this shit for the characters and for the players that will be participating and winning on PvP arena and PvE as well, as far as I heard. So the game will be progressing very strongly in the upcoming weeks. Check out my channel for the information, because I'm probably one of the only ones who can actually translate this shit to you, because I wanted to play it in English originally, but it's technically impossible. The game is locked to Russian. It's fully in Russian language, translated fully. Unfortunately, the voiceovers is in the Korean, but all the text is in Russian, so I have to translate it to you, which I will luckily and lovely do this for you guys. So keep an eye on the content. So far the game doesn't look too terrible, aside from some of the mechanics about concerning this weird cooldowns over there, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for watching the video. Your likes and dislikes, especially, as they push me forward even more. If you want to see more content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I do daily uploads of role-playing content, be it builds, guides, let's play, stream highlights, and upcoming RPG games. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitch stream to catch me live in action. I do stream daily on working days. I'm a full-time YouTube content creator and a Twitch streamer too, so if you want to support me, you can do it either from Twitch or by PayPal directly from my website angryroleplayer.com. Join my Discord channel too for a place to discuss RPG things offline, as well as follow my Twitter to be notified on any new content. If you want to get extra information like sneak peeks into upcoming videos, plans, different behind-the-scenes footage, you can also join the Unholy Army on Patreon as well, guys. Thank you very much once again for watching, listening to all this. See you soon.